Hi YouTube, checking the hive. It might be the demise of the hive. There's more activity outside the hive than I've seen in a while, but I think these might be robber bees. They're kind of acting like they are. As you can see from the hive, I only have the one box on. I took the second box off and I took the frames that were in that and I harvested them. Last time I opened up the hive, there was maybe a clump of 20 bees, and that's about it. What I did notice was the bees had made a new queen. So they were successful in their attempt to make a new queen. However, it was too late in the season. The queen, she won't get mated. The weather's starting to cool off. It's about 72 today, but my theory is she won't get mated and she won't be able to produce more bees, and this hive will get robbed out. So from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of bees moving around, and they're acting like they don't belong here, like they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. So I'm guessing they're robber bees. What I did was I took the second box off, brought them all down to one box, put an entrance reducer on, closed this up, just in the small miracle that she was able to get mated and start producing more bees, and they would have enough bees to move into the winter. I'm going to assume that didn't happen, but I'm going to open this up and we're going to check. If the worst has come to worse, I'm going to buy new bees in the new year, next spring. The one silver lining is all of my frames are all built out with comb, so I won't have to have the packaged bees or the nuke that I buy rebuild all that. They'll be ready to go with fresh comb. So in order for that to happen, in order for me to facilitate that, I'm going to have to take all the old comb off and freeze it, kill any bacteria or varroa mites that may be left over or anything like that. Freeze them for a couple of days and then store them over the winter. And now I have to store them in a way that moths don't get into them or any mice or anything like that. So let's look in this hive, see what we see. Another thing I did in anticipation of overwintering was purchase this quilt box. Bee Thinking out of Portland, Oregon, they sell these quilt boxes. They sell all these shavings and stuff, and all it is a quilt box, and it has canvas on the bottom and absorbs any moisture that comes up during the winter from the bees, which will happen. With a healthy hive, they'll create a lot of heat, and then that heat will cause condensation inside the hive. So in anticipation of that, I have the quilt box on here. I don't know if I'm going to need it though. Hive tool. Thank you, assistant. But we're going to open it up, see what we see. A few bees in here, but I don't know if they're native bees or robber bees. Let's find out. I see signs of wax moth, so I need to get these off as soon as I can. I see a wax moth larva right there. I see wax moth moving through here. These are wax moth trails. I don't know if you can see them. And then if you get up close right here, you can actually see a little wax moth larva inside this frame. So this is one frame that I need to pull off and kill all this stuff. The one good thing about freezing these and saving them for next year, anything that dies in here, the new bees next year will clean out, get rid of, and then they'll be able to reuse this comb. But I don't want to leave it on so long it's useless to them in the future. Okay. Signs of wax moth there. This is all honey that's been. So, signs of robbing. If you look here, this is all chewed up and not done in a very nice way. That means they've moved in as quick as they can, chewed it up, taken what they can, and then gotten out. So you can see right here, it's all mangled and exposed. They're being robbed out because the hive is dead. This right here is wax moth. If it's in there, I'll show it to you. There's a little wax moth larva right there. This isn't a lot. I've seen worse. Much worse. So last time I was in this hive, a couple weeks ago, I actually saw the new queen. I'm guessing she's probably not in here now. See this frame? This is all pollen that they had stored. So you can freeze this. Pollen will get frozen over the winter and they can reuse it. This is a sign of an absconding hive. See all these bees that tried to be born? Didn't make it. This might be my queen. You can see her right here. This is the queen they raised. See her? She's very small as far as queens go. She's got nothing to do, nowhere to go. She's not any good to this hive. She can't lay eggs, can't do anything. Right here is where bees started eating. This is what this is what it looks like when bees eat it, and it's all nice and they can be reused, but when it gets robbed out it gets all mangled because they don't care. So this still actually has a bunch of honey stores in it and some pollen, a few other things, so this can all be reused next year after I freeze it. So you're going to see activity of robbing right here. See him? This frame is all full of pollen too. But right here, these are wax moth trails that go through the comb. See this? They're all robbing it out right here. Chewing it out, taking what they can take. See how this is all robbed? It's all mangled. Chewed all that out, robbing it. Here's a dead one. So they're just taking what they can while they can. These bees are not from this hive. That's all you can do. If they're gone, there she is right here. There's nobody to take care of her. Is her? Yep, that's her. There's nobody to take care of her. She won't last. She's tiny too. See her abdomen? It's very small. She's not mated. She won't ever be. She won't survive the winter. There's nobody to take care of her. So, too little, too late. Right there. So this is a queen that the hive made to try to save themselves, but didn't work. She's not going to make it. Which is sad. I mean, I thought of these bees kind of like my pets, and obviously I failed. Didn't work out this season. I'm going to do it again next year, and one thing I've decided is I'm definitely going to treat her varroa mites. I had my little experiment where I tried to be natural, or as natural as I could, and it didn't work out. They all died or left, and this is all we're left with. The queen that my bees raised. And that's it. So next year, I'm killing every one of them that I can find, varroa mites. And I'm going to do it as naturally as possible, but still going to kill them with extreme prejudice. So now what I'm going to do, take this hive, I'm going to save the comb as best I can, keep more moths and stuff from getting into it, get rid of these bees. So I'm going to have to freeze it, and then I'm going to store them for the winter, start again next year. Thanks for watching.